Start this off with a red light. It wouldn't be Houston if it wasn't a red light. What are we doing today, Virgil? I'll tell you what we're doing today. We are going to experience the Westpark Toll Road. That's right. We are heading into Houston, and we are going to Bellaire, the medical center, Hermann Park, the museum district, and then I think that's going to be enough for one day. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to get on the Westpark Toll Road, not to be confused with Westpark Drive. So the Westpark Toll Road runs east and west, and it starts in town around 59, just outside the loop, and it runs west all the way out to Fulshear, Cinco Ranch, way west. Now I live on the west side, which is like far west Houston. So it's essentially as far west as you can go and still be in Houston. So I use the Westpark Toll Road for just about everything. It's 12:45 right now. It's Tuesday, and this is just lunch traffic. But man, look, you can see downtown. You can see Williams Tower. You can see that's but yeah, you can see quite a ways from out here. It's a nice clear day. So it's a good day to drive in town, man. Take a look at the sights. So this is a toll road, so you do need an easy tag to get on it. And it makes several forks. So we are going to drive east. We're approaching the Houston Toll Road, which, just for the record, is the same as Beltway 8. Beltway 8 and the Sam Houston Toll Road are like the same thing. The toll road is actually the big lanes, and the feeder road is Beltway 8. So we're going to pass over the Sam Houston Toll Road. I'm going to stop talking with my hands, and then we'll be heading towards the west. So when we hit the first fork, our decision is to go right, take the right fork, and that'll put us on 59 northbound at Chimney Rock. So you're just outside the loop, and not just any part of the loop, one of the most jacked up parts of the loop that you'll ever find. So that's 59 in the loop. If you take the left fork, which is what we're going to do, you continue on the Westpark Toll Road. Why am I talking with my hands? The other day I was talking with Upspeak. Everything I said was a question, even though I was making a statement. So, the Sam Houston Tollway, exit 1 mile. So we go over that. About 5 minutes later, we hit the fork, and then we will continue on the Westpark Toll Road through the Galleria until it makes this exit at Westpark Drive. See, that's a classic word to use right there. If you like Skrewston, that's your jam right there. So Southside Place University. There is not a cloud in the sky. It's 81 degrees. So there's really nothing along the Westpark Tollway. There is Westpark Drive, which is to our left. But other than that, this is much like the Sam Houston Tollway. It's industrial areas, industrial parks, warehouses. It needs to be exciting. So here's the entrance from Foundry. It's on the left. It's always fun in the morning when there's traffic. You gotta let them on, right? Nobody wants to let them on. Alright, so this line of cars, they're getting on, they're taking the fork that goes to 59 North. And while we're talking about long lines and traffic, here's something. Don't be a douchebag. Do not drive in the free-flowing lane all the way to the front of the line and then try to cut in. I guarantee you somebody's going to try it right here, because that's just the way people are. Just don't do that. That's such a dick move. Yep, there you go. And he's driving a Lexus. Let's see if we can get a visual, see what kind of person this is. Kind of Asian, Indian looking guy on a cell phone. Looking at a cell phone. Ooh, that was bad. Let's get his license. It's Romeo Delta Charlie 1506. Another Asian looking dude on a cell phone. I'm starting to detect a trend. So anyway, you can see all these cars. The reason it's backed up is that Houstonians don't know how to drive around curves. And if you look up there, you can see it curves all the way around and then comes back in front of us, that uppermost flyover. Ooh, somebody's smoking weed. And so there they are, and they're heading over to 59. And it's difficult for people. When you're on your cell phone, you're eating a sandwich, and it's work, man, it's work. The straight lines are so much easier. So I don't know if you saw that, but up against the wall, inside this giant ditch, is this huge yellow, it's like a sign, and it's divided into increments, and those increments are feet, and it tells you how deep the water is inside that ditch when it floods. Because it's Houston, we're about 7 inches above sea level, it always floods. There was I think it was a sheriff's deputy, died during Hurricane Harvey. We're going to take the Westpark Fork, but the cop took the Post Oak Fork. There's a big old ditch down there, and he drove right into it. And he did not make it. Sad story. Micro Center is right here. The Galleria is to our left. And in front of us is the West Loop, 610 Loop. And what we're going to do, and there's the garage for that stupid rapid transit thing. It's part of it, nobody uses. There's nobody there. Just the bus driver. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. This is the feeder road at West Loop South. So we're going to take the West Loop South, and we're going to go down to Bellaire Boulevard. Big bumps. Big place has been under construction for like 10,000 years. I don't know. I don't even know what they're doing anymore. I'm not even sure they know what they're doing anymore. So everything around us right now is a city separate from Houston. It's called Bellaire. It's very residential. It used to be kind of posh. When you drink your wine, you would stick your pinky out. But now it's just kind of just another part of Houston. Although there are still people who live in Bellaire and think that makes them better than the rest of us slum dogs hanging out in the energy corridor. Once again, nothing exceptional to look at except beige. Lots and lots of beige. That building there says Texas Children's on the top. So that is one of the places we'll cross through on today's trek, the Texas Medical Center. Alright, so this is Bissonnet Street. It is not to be confused with Bellaire Avenue. They do crisscross at a certain point, but for some reason I get them mixed up all the time. So it's more of a note to myself than to you, but hey, if you can learn from my mistakes, we're making progress. The next light is Bellaire. Yes. And Bellaire ceases to be Bellaire Boulevard somewhere around Stella Lake. It turns into Holcomb, the B-E at the end of it. So I'll try to keep an eye where that dividing line is so that we can all know. And knowing is half the battle. So this is Bellaire Boulevard, and during Hurricane Harvey, most of this was under several feet of water. Yeah, it was horrible, and people with boats, flat-bottom boats, were out here just driving through these. This is all residential to the left and right of us. We're pointed east right now. Yeah, just trying to get people out of here. I mean, it was so jacked up. Speaking of jacked up, look at that truck. We are approaching one of the few railroad tracks, active railroad tracks in Houston. It runs north and south. I assume it delivers or carries goods from somewhere over there to somewhere over there. Sometimes you'll actually see the train, and it's always like a long train. We don't fuck around with trains here in Houston, boy. Alright, so this is Newcastle Drive we're stopping at, and then we'll hit that train track. This is big money here, because you have Bellaire, and then you have Sunnyside, West University, and then of course the area around the museum district, and part of that area is south of the Montrose, so it's high dollar up here. It's very quiet too. Strangely quiet. But hey, speaking of quiet, did you notice how quickly we got from Eldridge, which is where we got on the Westpark Tollway, out here? It's like 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Try that on I-10. Try that on 59. Take you 8 minutes just to get on I-10. And what we saw up there today is typical of the Westpark mornings it'll back up around that Sam Houston exit, toll road exit, train tracks. And I just love this. What's the first thing you see when you pull over to the south side? Little Woodrows and a shooting range. God bless Texas. And this road sucks. So if you know the mayor of Houston, Mayor Lex Luthor, by all means, tell him, complain to him, grab him by the scruff of his neck and say, "Come here, look at these roads." One of these lights is Stella Link, another little sneaky road, because it's Wesleyan over there, and then you get over here to become Stella Link. And the Whole Foods has a little drummer boy. Christmas. It's not even, Thanksgiving's next week. I don't get it. I went to Target the other day, and there's just Christmas stuff here. As soon as you walk in, oh, here's something. So, years and years and years ago, this is back in the 20th century, my mom's favorite store was Target. Man, that woman would spend so much money on junk from Target. It was just ridiculous. Excuse me. But when you would go into Target, just let them in. Just let them in. The first thing that I always noticed was the smell of popcorn. I like popcorn. So I go to Target the other day, and dude, that was uncalled for. What was I buying? I was buying Hot Wheels for an upcoming video I'm doing about how to use a flyover. Anyway, first thing I noticed when I walked into Target, mind you, I haven't been into Target in like 4 million years. Is it popcorn? I looked everywhere for popcorn. Nope, there was no popcorn. They have a fake popcorn smell that they like pump into that airlock thing. When you first go into Target, it's just weird. Americans are weird. Humans are weird. So why would anybody live in this side of town? Well, I don't know. I think it's more prestige than anything. As I was planning today's adventure bump, I was looking at some of the prices of houses, not like townhomes, but freestanding homes. $1.5 million up to about $4 million. So it's a prestigious side of town on which to live. There are amenities, and we may see some of them as we depart and head back to the Westpark Tollway. But this is people. Like, you come here on a weekend, it's just wall-to-wall people. And I'm not saying I'm antisocial. I am, but I'm not saying that. But there's just too many people. There's an HEB on, it's like, I'm saying Buffalo Speedway and Bissonnet. And it's always just packed. There's no place to park. And, I always park way at the back of the parking lot. So that nobody, holy shit, look at this. Oh, whoa. Back of the parking lot I always park, so I don't get people banging into my car with their doors, and there's no place to park. I've actually found the best parking spots, and this is between you and me. don't tell anybody this, but the best parking spots are those Tesla superchargers. Because nobody gives a shit. You can leave your car there all day long. Nobody cares. And nobody's going to look to see that this is a petrol-based high-performance machine. Right, Virgil? Right. Virgil got a bath the other day, and now he's already covered in dust and pollen. Thank you, Ozone. Brompton Road. I'm desperately searching for something to look at. There's a Kelsey-Siebold Clinic Hospital. Not exciting. Beige retail locations and beige homes. Everything in Houston is beige. All right, let's change lanes here because I have a feeling. Okay, so this. All right, now our adventure really starts to kick into high gear. This is the part of the movie where the hero and his trusty steed start to do heroic things. So this is Kirby Drive on the other side of this giant van. And Kirby Drive runs north and south. And it will take you all the way down into the south area near NRG Astrodome. And it runs all the way north through Rice Village and through Upper Kirby, and it goes all the way around to Shepherd, and then it becomes Allen Parkway. But it's a good street to know if you're on this side of town. It's a nice big street. It's bumpy as hell, and there's usually traffic on it. It moves pretty quick, but there's usually traffic. Come on. But if you're going to be in this area and you want to learn Kirby Drive. I'm not saying that Kirby Drive doesn't suck, because it does, but it's a good major thoroughfare to know. Much like Westheimer. If you know Westheimer and Kirby, you can hit Montrose, you can hit the Galleria, you can hit NRG. And all you really have to deal with are people. Okay, so I guess now we are in the Texas Medical Center bubble. So what is the Texas Medical Center? It is a whole bunch of big hospitals. It's one of the biggest medical areas. I don't know what you call it. It's well, are you coming over or are you not coming over? I mean, I don't give a shit one way or the other, but just make it snappy. What do you call it? It's like a mecca for the ill. People fly in from all over the world to come to MD Anderson Cancer Center, Texas Children's Hospital for the little kids. There's a Shriners up here, I think. There's St. Luke's. There's Methodist. There's probably 6 or 7 that I don't even know about. But yeah, this is like just a massive complex. That's the word I'm looking for. Massive complex of hospitals. So immediately to our left is the Institute of Biosciences and Technology, Texas A&M Health Services Center. This is Pressler Street. We are going to make a left onto Fannin. We are not going to get on Main Street. Never, ever get on Main Street. It's not worth it. It's just too much of an aggravation. Because once you get on Main Street, you're pretty much stuck. So we're going to get on Fannin. Now, when we do, the roadway is going to become very claustrophobic. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of cars. When I say people, like walking, pedestrian. Look at those light flight right there. Which reminds me, there's the Ben Taub Trauma Center that is run by Memorial Hermann Hospital System. pass by that in a second. Train. There's a big ass train that runs down the center of Fannin, and then there is no that. So we're going to talk about this train in depth once we get there. But as we make our left turn onto Fannin, we're going to be super duper cautious. People jaywalk around here like crazy. And I despise damn dirty jaywalkers. Fannin, not Main Street, Fannin. What do we got here? So we got the Texas Women's University. We've got Texas Children's Hospital. That didn't sound good. What else we got over here? Hospitals. This is Hospital Central right here. There's a large sky bridge connecting multiple hospitals. It is inevitable that you will have to come down here to go to a doctor's appointment, possibly all the machinery. They keep a lot of the big medical machines down here, CAT scans and MRIs and all that nuclear medicine stuff. When you do come down here, make every effort you can to understand where you're going, where you're going to park, and then have like a, look at that dog. Is he a service dog or you just got a backpack? I don't know. Have a backup plan for where to park. Parking fills up down here fast. It's a finite resource, and every time I come down here, I end up having to drive like 3 blocks over there in order to find a place to park, because I try to go park at Smith Tower, wherever it is I'm going, and of course, there's no place to park. Alright, let's talk about trains, okay? So, you will notice to our left is a train track. This is Bellows Drive. You and I are not allowed to drive in that lane. It is reserved for the train. However, you can enter that lane in certain locations in order to make a left turn. So, let's say, for example, you want to go park in that building right over there, and you want to make a left, much like this white work van here. Don't be alarmed if you look in your rear view mirror and see a big freaking train. Yeah, it's not how you do it. It says no left turns right there. Well, from this lane, you have to get in that lane. So, okay, so there's Skurlock Tower to our left. That's Smith Tower. Those are part of Methodist. This is this? This is, it's beige. Houston Methodist. Something about neurosensory something. And on our right is Benton. This is where you get life flighted if you need like immediate care because you were just in a car wreck or a plane crash or an alien abduction. Wow, the sun is just reflecting off that guy's license plate. Whoa. Alrighty. So, Texas Medical Center. Not a fun place to be. There's nobody out here like There's no mimes or street musicians. It's just people. Sad people. Alright, so that's Ben Top on our right. And this street here is Cambridge. So we are now exiting the area known as the Texas Medical Center, and we are entering Hermann Park. What do we do at Hermann Park? The zoo. It's behind all those trees, the zoo. There's also a golf course over there, which I don't play golf, but I was like, wow, what an interesting place for a golf course. What brings most people down here are, besides the zoo, there's the Hermann Amphitheater, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's an old amphitheater, and they do like Shakespeare plays, jazz concerts. You sit out on the lawn and just enjoy it. It's very well manicured. It's a big park. There's a Zen garden, so on and so forth. And on our left, on the other side of those trees, is Rice University. It's where super duper smart people go to get super duper smarter. So in a second here, Fannin is going to just go away, and it will be replaced with San Jacinto. And over there is the Houston Museum of Natural Science. It sucks, but the large glass atrium portion is the Cockrell Butterfly Center. I am telling you, you will have an amazing time if you just go to the Cockrell Butterfly Center. Maybe you go to one of the IMAX movies. They have the science IMAX there. There's always something about sharks or polar bears. Two creatures that I just adore. Leisham shacks and polar bears. Alright, so Fannin is gone. Now we're on San Jacinto. And we are in the Museum District now. So the Museum District is the Museum of Fine Arts Houston, the Museum of Contemporary Art, and the Children's Museum. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up here to a street called Binz. B-I-N-Z, Binz. And we're going to make a left on the Binz. And in about 3 very short stoplights, Binz becomes Bissonnet. So what we got here? Houston Museum District. So we've got the Museum of Fine Arts and the Contemporary Arts Museum to the left. There's a Holocaust Museum and the Children's Museum to our right. And immediately to our right is just a medical office. So the Museum of Fine Arts Houston just built an additional edition. So they got a brand new edition. I don't know what like major installation they are featuring right now. I think it's Gauguin, but I do not know for sure. If you're going to come down here and look at museums, go to the Contemporary Arts Museum. Go to the basement. Just go. All right, making a left onto Binz. All right, so here's Fannin again, but it just like that one section there is gone. Like it just no Fannin for you. No Fannin for you. I don't know what this church is, but there is a church there, and then the original Museum of Fine Arts Houston is on our left. It too is behind those trees. And then the new edition is up on the right. It's a cool looking little building. I mean, it's got some snazzy architecture. It's not just another beige building. Alright, here's the main street that we will never ever get on. Ever, ever, ever. And then this next light is Montrose. And now we will be on Bissonnette. Gauguin in the world. That's what's going on there. Ah, Tennessee plates. Knox County. I've seen quite a few Tennessee plates. Let's go. This corrugated building, steel building, that's the Museum of Contemporary Art. It's a happening place. Alright, so we're on Bissonnette, and we are now westbound. So we went east on Holcomb, Bellaire, cut north on Fannin to Binns. Now it's Bissonnette. And this is where the high dollar people live. This is like the rich of the rich. As a matter of fact, let's just dart down here. I'm going to show you some of this stuff. Look at this. It's not a hotel. And it's an entire house. Just by itself. And all of the streets are lined with live oaks. Live oaks. Why would you walk your dog while on a bike on a public street with other dogs? I think you people are idiots. I think you should all be slapped with a white glove. Alright, we are going to carefully go through this intersection. Ooh, see, everybody's getting their Christmas lights put up now. Good times. So this should be Mandel. And we're just gonna make a left and go back to Bissonnette and continue on our adventure. More big houses. Just big house after big house after big house. And trees everywhere. Trees, pollen, trees, allergies, pollen. Alright, here's Bissonnette. And you think I'm gonna stop? You're wrong. Alright. Hello, ladies. Put some clothes on, please. So, this is Bissonnette. And it runs straight out to the west side. We could take Bissonnette all the way home. But we're not. Oh, the Ashby high rise. People have been fighting for 20 years for that thing not to get built. And guess what? It's being built. So we can't have an adventure without something fun, exciting. Plus, we need to get a thumbnail. So, this is Hazard Street. We're gonna go over Hazard. We're gonna go over Shepherd and Greenbrier, and then we're gonna make a left onto Morningside, and we're gonna go to Rice Village. It's a swanky retail area. It's all outside though. This is just all houses, dude. All houses. So if you need to get to Montrose, the area known as the Montrose, here's Shepherd Drive. It only goes one way. Go right, heading north, and you will be in Montrose in about 33 seconds. Now these are businesses here, like Pure Life, thepurelife.com. Latimer Dental Arts. Yeah, this is all businesses. We got Fleet Feet on the corner and a dry cleaners. There's a very nice men's resale clothing shop up here. If you are on a budget and need some nice looking duds, come over here. I don't know the name of it, but it's over here. Take a little detour. Normally we would just go straight over there to that light at Kirby and get the hell out of here, but let's go take a look over here. This first street is Roxton. W-R-O-X-T-O-N, Roxton. Look at that, it's an old T-bird. There are some small businesses over here prior to approaching the shops. This is Sunset. More houses. Lots and lots of houses. And dogs. Look at them bags. It's so unimpressive. I mean, it looks like it was purchased out of a catalog. It's just beige, tone on tone. It's horrible. Yeah, it's modern. It's contemporary. No, it's ugly. It is ugly. Look at this place right here. This is Tangley Drive. No, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. It's just like so fucking boring. Like, dude, this is the center of richness right here, and you buy something that looks like you buy like a Home Depot catalog. It's just, I don't know. I disagree. Alright, so we are now in Rice Village. Lots of restaurants, lots of little boutique type shops. There is a store called the British Isles, and it sells things that are British. And if you're in this area, stop in there, and hopefully they have them. They're potato chips that are like made with Guinness. Guinness is as in the beer. Alright, what the hell's going on here? 3 Dog Bakery. I don't know, should dogs be baking? I don't think they should be. Bath and Body Works. It's everywhere. What else we got? Raspberry Rose Boutique. I have no idea what this stuff is. This is not my. This is just not my place. We're stopped here at Kelvin Drive. Kelvin. You can go. It's quite alright. What's over here? Dave's Hot Chicken. Dawn's Asian Cuisine. What's Dawn? Velvet Taco. Does not sound tasty. Alright. Alright, here's Kirby. So we're going to make a right, which will put us northbound on Kirby. So we've already crossed over Kirby when we were over there on Holcomb, or Bellaire, whichever street it was at the time. back on Kirby. In the afternoons, this part of Kirby does it gets very car-y. There's a lot of traffic here. But it moves reasonably fast. If you are not trying to go straight up Kirby into, say, Upper Kirby, if you're trying to go west or east, consider cutting through some of these back streets. Pull them up on a map and look at them, like Robin Hood, Quenby. Those are two streets that run north and south. And then you have Morningside and Kelvin for, no, that's north and south. The other ones go east and west. So, Quenby, Robin Hood, east and west, as is Rice Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard. And then north and south you have Morningside and Kelvin. So some options on that side of the street. Should there be too much traffic, too many cars, and you want to snake around them. There's nothing over here to take a picture with. It's all restaurants. This area is restaurants. This is like Restaurant Row. There's if you're into barbecue, there's Good Company, Houston's, and there's all kinds of stuff on the other side of 59. 59 is directly in front of us. There's a Papacitos. There's a Mexican food joint right there. And then you have everything that's up and down Richmond Avenue. So what we're going to do is we're now going to leave, and we want to get back on the Westpark Toll Road. And what I have found to be the most efficient way to get back there is to come down Bissonnet, make a right on Kirby, and head back up here to excuse me, Westpark Drive. I'm dying, don't worry. You can smell food. Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill, Burger King, Good Company. There's an armadillo. And here's Westpark Drive. This is actually where Westpark Drive begins. Or is it where it ends? I don't know. Well, it all depends on your perspective. Oh man. I was thinking that light was for us too. Let's hydrate. There's a Dodge dealership here. Dude, if you hit my car, Mr. Utah, Johnny Utah, they do the wackiest local TV commercials. This Dodge dealership. The guy's like karate chopping things, and the Robert Palmer video girls are there, and he's always showing off his shoes. Just bananas. Like Jeep people. What the fuck? Alright. Any day. Any day. Any day. We're gonna do this. Here we go. I can feel it. I can feel it. Just gotta get a green light. Right? Now. This is not working the way I had anticipated. Come on, green light. Maybe. Alright, I give up. So, the Texans won last night. They beat the Cowboys. I didn't stay up and watch it. I just got a note from my wife. She left it on my desk. Thank the Lord. That's Houston's. The restaurant Houston's. Oh, look at the city of West University Place. This is Wake Forest. So the sign says we're in Upper Kirby, but I personally think that Upper Kirby's the other side. Look, a jaywalker. Upper Kirby is the other side of 59, in my opinion. So several years ago, it was during the pandemic, I had to come down here, and as I was leaving, I was on Bissonnette, as I do when I leave this area. Looking up the street and I see like a dog walking like by himself, and he looks very casual, very comfortable, no big deal. And I get closer and closer. Ain't a dog. It was a coyote. In Greenway Plaza? Yes, there was a coyote walking down Bissonnette. Speaking of Greenway Plaza, it is on our right. On our left is shopping. That HEB is on the other side of this Nothing Bunt Cakes building. I mean, I'm telling you, the place was packed. No place to park. Had to park at a supercharger. There's nothing over here. I don't understand what I don't understand the attraction to living on this side of town. Now, on my side of town, there's not anything either, but everything's a lot less expensive over there too, and there aren't as many people. And who am I kidding? Who the hell wants to live here? I don't know. They want to live over here though. Moving? We are moving. Alright, so what is up ahead? Pretty much the back door to every strip center that faces 59. There's a Chili's and a Party City. Thai Bistro. Oh, what's going on over here? They're setting up something kind of tense. Thanksgiving is a week from Thursday. Alright, so this light is Edlow. I'm going to try to get around this bus by getting in the left lane, but if the guy in front of me is making a left turn, it's all for naught. See? What did I tell you? It's like I have this ability to predict the future. There's Lakewood Church. I don't like those people. So, look at this. There ain't no cars. Just me and the Chick-fil-A delivery guy. So to our left is sunny Southside Place, West University. That's all over there. And then over here is just 59, and then Greenway Plaza. And this light right here is Wesleyan, which when you get to a certain point heading that way, it becomes Stella Link. This is just an area of town where nobody's happy with the name of their street, so they just change it just randomly for no real particular reason. And that large white tower is an antenna array for Fox 26 Houston, which is our local Fox affiliate. '59 appears to be flowing smoothly. about it. Gas is expensive, $2.84 a gallon. That's about 25-30 cents more than on the west side. Ooh, big hole, big hole. Put him in the crown of shame. Oh no, don't get Virgil wet. Don't get Virgil wet. Oh man. Ooh. Close call, dude. Close call. Alright, so if you can see over there, you can see the Galleria. That is a water treatment plant. Over here, some electrical stuff. Is my brake squeaking? Yes. And this is Newcastle. Ooh, Tiff's Treats. There's nothing better than a box of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies delivered to your house. And that large freeway looking thing in front of us is the West Loop. So we have gone in a big loop and returned to the scene of the crime. That's the Chronicle on our right, the Houston Chronicle, the newspaper. Newspaper is this thing that's it's like a sheet of paper, printed stuff on there. Very 20th century technology. So we're passing under the West Loop. There's a lot of holes there. Galleria is to our right. To our left is Bellaire. There's the garage for the rapid transit. That ramp to our left is where we exited Westpark Tollway to get onto Westpark Drive to get to the loop. Bubba's, if you want to sit underneath the freeway and have a hamburger. And here is South Rice Avenue. So on this side of 59, it's South Rice. On the other side, it's Sage Road. Remember Sage? When we went to the Galleria? Yeah, same one. So the Galleria is just right over there. This lane becomes the entrance to the Westpark Toll Road. And on busy days, people will drive to the front of the line because there will be a huge queue here and they will try to cut over. Do not let them. I'm not an aggressive driver, but I do not take kindly to people cutting in line. But if there's nobody here, this is an awesome place. Look at this BMW. Like, oh, all of a sudden, I need to get on Westpark Toll Road. This is a great place to just send it. I mean, you can. It's just one lane. There's kind of a bow in the middle of it, but you can get up here and just haul ass. Micro Center is to our left. We need cheap electronics. That's where to go. And that freeway right there on our right is 59. All right, let's go. I don't want this BMW in front of me because he's gonna make a mess. Calm down. He's gone. Grr, it's a lady too. Like, you psychopath. So that's the northbound lanes of 59 right there. And here we are, getting back up on the Westpark Toll Road. is just driving super slow, right on his phone, FaceTiming. So the Ferrari, so if you remember our 59 southbound trip, the Ferrari dealership is right over here. The entrance to the Westpark Tollway westbound is right over there on the other side of that pole. So this, what they call this is the Westpark curve. So 59 kind of curves around here. They call it the Westpark curve because Westpark Drive. Smart people here. Smart people. So here's a flood gauge, and it goes up to 14 feet. That's a lot of flipping water. It starts at 4 feet, so 4 feet right off the bat. What? Oh, okay, this one goes to 0. So this must be the lowest point of this ditch. And this big ramp above us is the traffic for 59 southbound entering the Westpark Tollway. Right there is the CW, Channel 39. The Sharpstown area is on our left, and on our right is just the area on our right. I don't think there's a district for that yet. We need to come up with one. Alright. It's an old man. It's an old woman. It's an old person. This old person needs to change lanes. That's right. Change it. There you go. Alright, heading back to the west side. See how nice and peaceful and tranquil it is up here? It is the choice way to get from the west side into Greenway Plaza, Bellaire, the Museum District. Even if you just want to use it as a way of avoiding large swaths of 59, do it. It's just the peace of mind of knowing that we don't have to drive like you're in a Mad Max movie. Should be enough. Should be selling point enough. So this area that so we're getting close to Gessner, which means we're getting close to the Sam Houston Toll Road. And this area on our right is now called West Chase. That's one word, West Chase. It does back up here, but if you stay in the left lane and just slowly proceed through, you'll get through pretty quick. What's happening is that you have people exiting so that they can get on the Sam Houston Tollway northbound because there's no flyover for them. You actually have to exit the freeway, make a right, and then enter the Sam Houston Toll Road. These people are coming off the Sam Houston Toll Road that's northbound, and it curlicues around over to here. And then on the opposite side, there is traffic that is entering from the Sam Houston Toll Road, the west Sam Houston Toll Road, southbound, But once you get past this, you are free to roam. So at 148, let's see how long it takes to get us back to Eldridge. People just love to get in the left lane and sit here. And I'm not a big fan of tailgating people, but I don't know any other way to short of honking or throwing something at this guy to let him know I am behind you. Let's go. Don't want to cut him off. We're gonna have to. If you want to drive in the left lane, drive. Do realize that there are other people who use the left lane to jam. So if you're not on board with that, change lanes. I do it all the time. Just let people go. See this guy in the Hyundai? He's doing it right. Stay in the right lane. Right on the phone. No, just don't. But there is absolutely no reason to get in this lane and sit here when you can look in your side view mirror and see people right in your eyes. Even the Jeep guy, Jeep guys are notoriously dickheads. Change lanes. So we have gone through the West Chase district and we are now in A-Leaf. How do I know that? Because it's painted on the top of the water tower. So we're almost to Eldridge, which is where I'm gonna exit. Is that that truck? No, it's doing it on a bike. Go get him, Tiger. This area up here that's to our right, over the past 10 or 15 years, has been turned into it's not like a nature sanctuary, but it's a man-made retention pond. So there's a bayou that runs that way called Bray's Bayou, and it runs through the south part of Houston, such as Meyerland. And Meyerland is notorious for flooding. As a matter of fact, Meyerland got wasted during Hurricane Harvey. And see, people are just so tripped up by turning. Like, why are you on your brakes? You should be on the gas. That guy's got his turn signal on. That's cute. It's so precious. So this is all a man-made water retention system. And it's designed to hold water out here where there is nothing, and it prevents a huge amount of water from traveling down into Meyerland. Does it work? I don't think it does. But this is where we started our adventure. It is 1:52. So that was just about an hour, and we have returned to Eldridge. So yeah, if you want to come out here and hang out with the ducks and the alligators, you can come walk around this man-made retention pond. Other than that, there ain't nothing to do out here. So there you have it. Hopefully that was an educational and informative adventure on using the Westpark Toll Road to gain access to parts of southwest Houston that are inside the loop that for some reason people get tripped up over that stuff. Everybody thinks you have to take 59 or do some special weirdness, and the answer is no. Just to get on the Westpark Toll Road Here's Breeze Bayou. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your day, because I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day in Houston, and it's 83 degrees, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So I will catch you guys next time. So,